Last Thursday began like any typical morning. I was on my way to a work meeting when my phone vibrated. It was a WhatsApp message from my fiancée, Chloe, with whom I'd been engaged for 3 years. Our wedding was set for 4 months from now. The message included a photo of Chloe at what appeared to be an airport terminal. My closest friend since college, Marcus, had his arm around her waist. They were both beaming as if they'd hit the jackpot. The caption twisted my gut. Finally liberated, heading to Dubai with a true partner while you wallow in your miserable existence. Oh, and I cleared out your savings for our luxury suite. $50K well spent. Your mom's legacy funded his new watch. P.S. I'm expecting, and it's not yours. Your emergency stash paid for our Burj Al Arab penthouse. I stared at my phone, frozen. $50,000. My mother's inheritance. The emergency fund I'd built over 8 years. All vanished. I didn't respond. I forced a smile, pocketed my phone, and walked into my meeting as if nothing had happened. Inside, I was unraveling, but no one at the conference table could tell my world had just collapsed. Chloe and I met 4 years ago during volunteer firefighter training. We were paired as safety partners in a smoke drill. I thought she was bold and unstoppable. We started dating soon after. Marcus was my best man when I proposed last year. In hindsight, the red flags were glaring. Too many to ignore. She'd been staying late at work frequently. Her Instagram was filled with vague posts about chasing real joy and how wrong choices can feel right. Marcus suddenly got hooked on the same shows Chloe loved. They were always messaging about plans for my surprise birthday party. What a devastating surprise it was. After the meeting, I went straight to my bank. They confirmed she'd drained the account 3 days prior. $48,000 gone. She'd also cashed out the $10,000 from my mom's inheritance, which I'd saved to build the porch my mom always dreamed of for our new home. My mom passed from cancer last year. Chloe held my hand at the funeral. I changed all my passwords, froze my credit, and reported the fraud to the bank. The teller gave me a sympathetic look when I explained. Joint accounts meant she had legal access. Nothing could be done. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I was eerily composed, disturbingly calm. I went home, packed Chloe's belongings into trash bags, and dropped them at her sister Lily's house. I didn't speak to Lily, just left the bags and walked away as she stood bewildered in her doorway. That night, I blocked Chloe on everything except WhatsApp. I wanted to see what happened when her fantasy imploded. I ordered takeout, sipped a beer, and waited. For 3 days, silence. Then, at 2 a.m. this morning, my phone lit up. 117 messages from Chloe in 2 hours. Sweetheart, it was a prank. Please respond. He left me. I'm stranded in Dubai. I'm broke. Where are you? I didn't mean it. Apparently, Marcus burned through the money in 2 days and then vanished with women they met at a club, leaving Chloe alone in Dubai with no funds or return ticket. Credit cards maxed out. Then Lily called, 30 times. Voicemails pleading for me to help her sister. How could I abandon her? She messed up. She's family. Family? Family doesn't steal your late mother's legacy. Chloe's mom called next, furious. How could you leave her stranded overseas? You have to help her. I calmly asked how I could help when Chloe took every penny I had. Her mom fell silent, then claimed Chloe said I'd authorized the withdrawal. That the baby was mine and we'd planned the trip together, but I canceled last minute. I laughed, a cold, bitter laugh. Then I sent her mom screenshots of the WhatsApp message. Dead silence. Then, oh my God. She started sobbing, apologizing, admitting she didn't know. Still, she begged me to help. She's still going to be your wife. No, I said, she's not. I hung up and sent the screenshots to Lily too. The calls stopped. This morning I met with a lawyer, filed a police report for theft, though the lawyer warned it might not hold up due to the joint account. Began the process for a restraining order just in case. I don't know how Chloe's getting back from Dubai. I don't care. The U.S. Embassy can handle it. Her family can send her money. Marcus can reappear. Whatever. Not my issue anymore. My issue is ensuring they both face consequences for their actions, not just the money. The betrayal, the disrespect, exploiting my mom's memory like that. I'm devising a plan to make them regret ever crossing me. It's not about recovering the money now. It's about justice. Lily texted an hour ago saying Chloe wasn't really pregnant. She said it to wound me, as if that softens anything. I haven't slept in 24 hours, but I'm wired. The lawyer's helping me document everything. I canceled our wedding venue, told them to keep the deposit. I'd explain later. Tonight my phone's still buzzing. Chloe somehow got a phone with international roaming, begging for forgiveness, claiming Marcus manipulated her, that she loves me, that she'll repay me, that she made a terrible error. The only error was me trusting them. I'm not rushing to rescue her. I'm not sending money. I'm not replying to her texts. I'm strategizing, calculating, waiting. This isn't over, not by a long shot. Update 1.2. It's been a week since my last post. What a chaotic week. Got home from work Tuesday to find Chloe sitting on my porch looking like a lost puppy. Red-eyed, disheveled. Her mom apparently wired enough for a cheap flight back after the U.S. Embassy in Dubai made her sleep in their waiting area for 2 nights. She looked wrecked, still in the same clothes from her airport photo. Hair oily, makeup smeared. My first urge was to drive past my own house. But I didn't. I parked, walked past her without a word, and unlocked my door. She grabbed my arm, sobbing about how sorry she was, how Marcus deceived her, how she'd do anything to make it right. I shook her off and told her to leave before I called the police. Showed her my phone, 911 dialed, finger hovering over the call button. She stepped back but kept talking. Louder for the neighbors to hear, typical Chloe, always needs a spotlight, said I was heartless, that she made one slip-up in 4 years and I was tossing out our whole relationship. One slip-up. Stealing $58,000 and my mom's memory isn't a slip-up, it's a calculated crime. I went inside and locked the door. She knocked for nearly an hour before leaving. That night I got a text from an unknown number. Marcus. Said he was back and wanted to clear things up, make amends. Said he'd repay his share soon. His share, like they split my money evenly. I didn't reply. Next morning I took a day off and met my lawyer again. I've been logging everything. Screenshots of texts, her WhatsApp message, call logs, bank records showing when she drained the accounts. My lawyer filed a civil suit against both. The joint account complicates things, but the inheritance was in my name only, clear theft. I found texts on our shared tablet Chloe forgot to delete, proving she and Marcus had been involved for 6 months. They'd planned this Dubai trip since February, calling it their escape plan. Marcus even created a shared note calculating how much they could take without raising suspicion. Too suspicious, they took everything. Wednesday night Lily came to my door. Surprisingly, she was genuine. Said she was appalled by her sister's actions. Their family was reeling. Apparently, Chloe's been staying with their parents, spinning a tale about me being emotionally abusive and controlling with money. That's why she took her share before leaving. I showed Lily the screenshots of their escape plan. Her face paled. I also showed her our Venmo history. Me sending Chloe money for years while she was jobless or had surprise expenses. Over $20,000 in transfers, plus covering 70% of our bills because her job wasn't enough. Lily broke down, saying she didn't know Chloe had painted me as a controlling monster to their family. Setting the stage to justify her theft, I asked Lily why Chloe did this. She hesitated, then said Chloe's always envied people with more than her. She dated me for my stability but resented it too. Saw my financial caution as a personal slight against her spending habits. Marcus fed her dreams of a glamorous life I couldn't offer. Thursday, I learned Marcus works at a small marketing firm tied to clients I know through my job. Emailed his boss with screenshots of Marcus admitting to the theft. Didn't ask for him to be fired, just said, as a potential client, I thought they should know who they employ. Got a reply within hours saying they were addressing it. Not my concern what that means. Friday morning, I closed our joint account and opened a new one at a different bank. Changed all passwords again, updated my address everywhere, put a fraud alert on my credit. Discovered Chloe had also maxed out our joint credit card. Another $12,000, added it to the civil suit. Friday night, Marcus showed up at my house, drunk and aggressive, yelled about how I got him suspended from work. Banged on my door so hard the neighbors called the cops. I gave the police copies of the restraining order paperwork. They escorted him away. No arrest, just made him leave. But now there's a police report. That night, Chloe's mom called, genuinely apologetic this time. Said she and Chloe's dad were horrified by her actions. Asked if we could settle this privately as a family. I laughed and hung up. Saturday morning, I emailed all our wedding guests, explaining the cancellation due to Chloe stealing my savings and running off with my best man. Short, factual, no drama. Then I deactivated my social media to avoid the fallout. I don't care about online gossip. I care about accountability. Sunday, Chloe showed up with Marcus, both on my lawn. Marcus looking ashamed, Chloe defiant. They had a check, $12,000, their first payment, they said. I photographed them holding it from my window. Closed the blinds and didn't open the door. That checks with my lawyer now. It's an admission of guilt. Today, my lawyer called, court date for the civil suit in 3 weeks. He thinks we have a strong case, especially for the inheritance. I'm not done.